नमस्कार, मैं हूँ राजदीप और आप मेरे साथ देख रहे हैं कैलकुलेटिंग नेशनल एंड हेडलाइंस त्रिपुरा। आज फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर निर्मला सीतारमण जी ने केंद्रीय बजट 2022-2023 घोषणा की है। इसके आधार पे हम कमेंट लेंगे एक वरिष्ठ फाइनेंस जर्नलिस्ट ऋतिक मुखर्जी सर से। सर, कैलकुलेटिंग नेशनल पे आपका स्वागत है।
हाँ, थैंक यू।
सर, इस बजट को देखकर अब क्या कहेंगे? इस बजट के आधार किस पे आधारित है और इसके बजट का फ्यूचर क्या है?
In a way, it was quite disappointing in the sense that it looked like the last 2 years was absolutely normal. That the last 2 years were not normal, and all of us have gone through this challenging times, call it pandemic or whatever name you may like to give it. The middle class and the worst suffers. There has been nothing. There should have been something so that this large section and segment of the economy to allow them to come out of this crisis. There has been nothing, not in terms of tax relief, not in terms of anything else. But yes, there has been right and appropriate thrust on infrastructure sectors. Lot of talks and lot of allocations on roads, rails, and other infrastructures. So maybe they have thought that once they give a much needed push to this government spending and infrastructure sector, it will eventually kind of boost the economy. If that happens, then it's okay. But as it is said, the proof of the pudding is in tasting or in eating. So the real test of this budget will be how they execute it and whether all these measures that will give a boost to the infrastructure sector are properly executed and translated into action, and eventually it gives boost to other sectors also. It should set a development chain in motion.
सर, इसी जगह पे सर आपको थोड़ा टोकते हुए मैं माफी चाहूंगा आपको। सर, एक चीज मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगा कि आप लोग जब फाइनेंशियल जर्नलिज्म पे हैं, आप बहुत सारे दिनों से बिटकॉइन या क्रिप्टो करेंसी के ऊपर बहुत चर्चा होता रहता है। तो आज निर्मला सीतारमण जी ने ये घोषणा की है कि रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया डिजिटल करेंसी, इंडिया का ओन डिजिटल करेंसी लॉन्च करेगा, यानी वर्चुअल डिजिटल एसेट्स के ऊपर 30% टैक्स होगा। तो क्या ये फ्यूचर को मद्देनजर रखते हुए ये किया जा रहा है या फिर बिटकॉइन को लीगल घोषणा करने की ये एक प्रक्रिया शुरू हो गया है?
No, what she has done is she has done two things simultaneously. One is announcing that India will roll out its own digital assets, and at the same time, she said that the digital asset will be taxed 30%. She didn't mention anything in particular about cryptocurrency, but since she mentioned that it will be blockchain, dependent on blockchain or based on blockchain, it is assumed that she has spoken about cryptocurrency. So, eventually, cryptocurrency will be taxed at a rate of 30%. But then again, what needs to be seen is that cryptocurrency is highly speculative. For other kind of long-term capital gains, bond, equity, etc., what is the tax rate there? There, people hold it for quite some time. But here, people speculate. Today they hold cryptocurrency and tomorrow they release it or leave it. So the time gestation period is very short. I don't think 30% rate was proper. It has to match with the rate of the rate that the government imposes on other kind of similar capital gains. But let's see whether it applies to cryptocurrency or not. But there is a clear indication that more than the cryptocurrency, government wants to promote its own, India's own digital asset. That in a way is good.
सर, इसी जगह पे आपको एक और सवाल मैं करना चाहूंगा सर कि डिजिटल यूनिवर्सिटी स्थापना की घोषणा किया गया है, लेकिन इंडिया में अभी भी डिजिटल डिवाइड बहुत है और वर्क फ्रॉम होम अभी स्टार्ट हुआ है, ऑनलाइन क्लासेस चल रहा है, लेकिन फिर भी डिजिटल डिवाइड बहुत ही है इंडिया में। तो डिजिटल यूनिवर्सिटी का जो घोषणा है, ये क्या वो पेपर तक सीमित रहेगा या फिर आगे भी बढ़ पाएगा? आपका क्या राय है?
That's really doubtful, as you rightly pointed out. There's a whole thing of online tutorial, online classes and everything. It is limited to a particular segment only, and there is a vast majority who live in far-flung areas, they do not have smartphones, they do not have any access to, access these online coaching facilities. So if that be the case, then how the government thinks is digital university, and that to 12,000, I think that's the figure she mentioned, 12,000 digital universities at one go. Uh, I have my doubts. I have my doubts. And then speed is a major issue in India. It's not important to roll out 12 digital universities. You have to ensure that uninterrupted digital speed you need to provide, which is still a major issue even in urban areas and in cities. So unless you ensure those issues, having 12,000 digital universities may not make much of a sense.
जी हाँ सर, ये
But
बजट
it's a good initiative. As a thought and idea, it's good.
जी हाँ सर, जी हाँ सर। सर ये जो बजट है, ये बजट को मतलब डिजिटल करेंसी, डिजिटल एसेट्स, ई पासपोर्ट्स, 400 वंदे भारत एक्सप्रेस एंड 8 लाख न्यू हाउस एंड स्टार्टिंग 5G, क्या ये बजट टोटली फ्यूचरिस्टिक है? आई मीन आज से मतलब ये बजट 2022 में घोषणा किया गया, लेकिन ये बजट का टारगेट क्या 2024 या 2028 होगा? मतलब जो जो घोषणा किया गया है, इसके आधार पर आपका क्या राय है सर इस पे?
ये भी हो सकता है, like the Prime Minister Mr. Modi, he never thinks in short term. People would have expected that with elections in 4 or 5 states round the corner, it will be a populist budget. Lot of things will be for the electorate.
जी हाँ सर।
He deliberately avoided, as the Prime Minister, Finance Minister, or the government, they have deliberately avoided that, and they have kind of given a signal that we are not bothered about our longevity in the government. We are here to stay. So we are not bothered about 2 months, 3 months, 1 year. We will be here for time to come. So that's why they didn't focus on this 5 state elections and mentioned all things are focused on, say, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, like that. So in a way, you are right. It's at least in paper, it's a long-term budget.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर हमको वक्त देने के लिए। आपके इतना समय, बिजी समय से भी आप समय निकल के हमको वक्त दिया। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर, आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू।